We have something called variables within closing folders. And most attorneys will come to us and say, hey, we make our documents, we leave a blank for something, so we don't know the closing date, we'll just put a blank there. Or we do know the closing date and we actually put it in and we just hope it stays the same. But in either event, if the closing date changes or they have to go fill it in, we're asking these attorneys to go back to the original document, make that change, manually make it, and then re-upload that finalized document with the change in there. What closing folders has that actually addresses that issue is something called variables, and it gives you, the attorney, that flexibility. So you don't know the closing date. Instead of putting that blank in there, actually go in there and put in what we call a variable with these double curly brackets in the title, and that's going to give you the ability when you're ready. So when the deal is ready to actually close, come in here, make that change easily, and now the documents are going to be reflected. We're going to have the actual document have the dates that we want in there, and we're going to make sure we have that for not just this document, but for every document in our checklist. So I just showed you one document that kind of has that new update that we can show here for our rendered file. So now it's going to say the 30th of April 2022, but the real benefit, I think, is over here in our master variables list, and that gives you the ability to make that one update, but you can do it to every single document that's living in your checklist. So just think about the time that's saving there. But again, speaking to that certainty where you're not going to have one stray document with the wrong closing date, but instead you've updated it for everything in your closing list all at once, all with a few clicks. So I think it's really helpful.